Good afternoon, Slug Entrepreneurs. My name is Sadhna Chima Murray, and join me once again for a new episode of Find Out Who Our CEO Is. So here with us, we have Carol Marcus, Ms. Rettmeyer. Ms. Rettmeyer, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I came from the entrepreneurial world. So I was an entrepreneur for, many years, more than 23 years. I was in the toy industry. I developed toys and products and licensed and manufactured. And then I decided I want to do things that help the community. And I started working with museums. And I started working with not-for-profits and schools and educators. And ultimately, it took me to a path here.
Right.
So that's the quick 20-second version.
What do you see the future of toy industry going toward? Or what do you believe in as the future for toy industry?
Oh, this is kind of sad. The toy industry went through various cycles. And when I was in the toy industry, in the beginning, it was all about, we called it the flash of the pan, the big exciting product you never heard of before, the big Tickle Me Elmo or whatever it was that was the new product for the year. And as time went on, things started to change, and the economy changed, the toy industry changed. And it became, we call it back to basics. That means things that were done before that are tried and true, that are safe. That's where the industry went. They didn't want to spend millions of dollars inventing something that may be a flop. So they did another version of whatever was the past year, another version of Monopoly, another version of any product that had been successful in the past. They made it in a different way. So it became the back to basics. It became very difficult to be successful with these exciting new products because the industry wasn't as open to them. And then times changed again, and it changed to a lot of technology. Now with so much technology, are children still buying traditional products? Are they buying games? Are they doing other things? Now the toy industry has gone into movies, into the movie theater, and we were doing products that were product placements in the movie. So we would create the product to put into the movie. They'd write the story around it. I'm telling you the secrets.
Okay.
Yeah. Think Ghostbusters and all that. All those were created by a company, actually, that I'd worked for at the time, and put into the story so they would sell products. So it's changed. And then it changed again. And now it's more of an entertainment business. It's more online, and things have changed. So I don't know. Have we lost our back to basic toys? Maybe a little bit.
Got it.
Toys R Us is no longer around.
Yeah.
All the FAO Schwartz and all the things that were the mainstay of the toy industry. It's just different.
Yeah. So, wait, going back to Ghostbusters, was Ghostbusters a game before it like a toy before it became a movie?
What Ghostbusters did is they came to the organization that I worked for at that time. It was called Marvin Glass and Associates. They're the company that invented the concept of licensing toy products in the toy industry. They did millions of really successful products. They came to the company and said, create product that we can put into the movie that would be appropriate for this storyline. So we invented the toys that would go into the storyline.
Nice.
Yeah, so the guns, the goo blasters, all kinds of things were actually fabricated to encourage retail sale.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
You would think so. And it was initially. But over time, things changed. The industry got pretty sophisticated to say, hey, wait, we could drive traffic a different way.
Yeah.
So it became a big commercial for toys.
Yeah, so they changed the whole way they marketed toys.
Yes, and it's actually because of that I realized I want to do something different. That was my Forrest Gump moment.
Really?
When I realized I am doing product to place in a movie to inspire kids to want to buy the product. I said, I want to do something bigger. I want to do something educational. I want to do things that inspire.
Yeah. Nice. So also one more question. So in terms of like the development of toys, you mentioned, would you make the current industry go back to toys when they were more like vibrant and new and different?
Well, I think there's extraordinary value in play and playing in a different way for young children and discovering from basic blocks and Legos to whatever it might be, to computer bits that you put together. But I think there's extraordinary value in children actually thinking and playing. And I think we have gone to the electronic area, which is also really important. I think the future of AI is key, that young kids understand and feel comfortable with technology. But I think there's some of that discovery and play that we're missing. The creativity could get lost if we're moving to things that are already pre-planned for us. like video games. So I think it's important to have that nice balance. So I would love to see more, not necessarily totally back to basic, but more traditional toys that kids can play and imagine.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that creativity will be lost in children as we go more toward the game industry or electronic industry?
Absolutely. I think it has been over time. And little by little, we are losing creativity and we're losing that creative mindset. And that's where it's important to not only instill the creative mindset, but to inspire that for our future. If we're moving into a future of AI, a lot of the roles and the opportunities that we currently have are going to change. A lot of that's going to be done for us.
Yeah.
So we need to be the thinkers. We need to have a different mindset.
Right.
And that's why I am so strong about where I am today with innovation and entrepreneurship and teaching that mindset, because that really is the future. Because it's our minds that are going to lead the AI to create and to develop, and not the other way around.
Right. Nice. So I have one more question. So you mentioned how you had to think about how the kids are affected by toys, right? Is this also a part of like market research and understanding the kids?
Definitely. Whenever we did products, we actually did market research. We'd bring them into a room with a two-way mirror. We would watch how they play. We'd see what they aspire to. We would try different concepts. So yes, and also just that's part of what I said, understanding who's your audience. What do they want? What do they like? What do they gravitate towards? And trying different samples. We would do fast prototyping. So we would do examples that were really super fast, really low cost, that we could just put in front of them and just see, do they gravitate towards it? If not, we could go back and tweak it, or we could scrap it all together, and it didn't cost us a lot of money, time, or energy. So learning fast, failing fast, and changing things, so continually find opportunities and ways to succeed in a challenging market that has a lot of ideas.
Yeah. So one more question. In the toy industry, the market is both the child as well as the parents that are buying it, right? So who do you focus on more?
That's true. So it depends on the product. So the answer is it depends.
Okay.
So the Tickle Me Elmo, for example, it really was the parent. The parent was so enamored by the fact that it was an animal that would giggle, and they loved Elmo. Right? And they love Sesame Street. It seemed wholesome. So we're actually inspiring the parent, thinking they're giving their kid something that is happy, that's inspiring, that the kid would like. But the magic of Tickle Me Elmo, for example, wasn't that it giggled, but it was that it would escalate in its giggling the more you tickled it. It just took it to a different level. It was the surprise, the unexpected.